Before the war grew small, we bled into the green. Deep in the wild Polynesian sun, a sacred blade, the work is never done. Raw green stalks underneath the breaking skin, where the scars begin. Taste of salt on the edge of the blade. That is how the first promise was made. Washing away the entire pain, turning the bitter to pure white gold, the sweetest story that was never told. Crossing the oceans to Gujarat shores, boiling the Nirabi behind watching the liquid as the raw till Reds and the kings drink the wealth from a glass, blind to the hands in the mud and the grass. Oh, Christ the King, washing away the India ahead. Just a white sand in the wind. The meadow remembers the mud, the day the crown was forced to sign the earth. Down in the marshes where the rebel lords awoke, broken by tyranny beneath the heavy yoke, the tyrant sits up on his farding throne of gold, hearing the untold stories of the brave and bold. Whoa, underneath the law, kings are bowing down to what the people saw. Crowns are falling to the breast so cold, the greatest charter that was ever too old. Iron seals are pressing deep into the parchment sheet. No more tyrants roaring from justice that will never, never die. The quill is heavier than the iron of the sword, judging the actions of the servant and the Lord. Whoa, underneath the law, kings are bowing down to what the people are.
The stars were wrong for Asia. It was a new horizon. Sailing past the old world's bound, seeking what has not been found. Maps are changing on the desk, picturesque. Tidal currents pull the wood, leaving places where they stood. Ooh, charting the way, turning the darkness into day, numbing the shore so bold and new, rereading what they thought was true. New horizons open wide before the eyes, revolution underneath the foreign skies. Encased right up on the sacred cartograph, lines are drawn to divide the ocean's path. The tittle fades, the ink alone will stay, a name engraved to never pass away. Ooh, charting the way, turning the darkness into day, the name
The water drips in the dark tower. Roda roda perungu mulai mangunci takdir. Cold water falls upon the wheel, toning the bronze and heavy steel. Wooden structures raising high, under sky. Oh,
setting the standard that will govern them all.
The wood will rot, the structures will decay, but this new beat will never pass away.
Catching the rhythm on the rail, the wheel remains. Struck the stone, 282 lines to bind the land. Dark basalt blocks up on the floor, guarding the truth forevermore. Iron chisels cutting deep, portray the mask key. An eye for eye is carved in stone, standing to protect the throne. Carving out the land, changing what the ancients said, giving justice to the old, the greatest goal that was ever unifying the empire and the sun, parting out the jaws till the work is done. Every man is equal underneath the blade, recording the promise that will never fade. The tailors will break, the tyrants will fall, but lines of decrease will stand through it all. Carving out the line, changing what the ancients said, giving justice to the old, the greatest hope that was ever to know. The story The sand kept the secret. 3 scripts on a black stone. Digging deep in the rose at the dusk, broken dreams that we always trust. A dark basalt block in the clay, hidden darkness awaiting for the day. The iron lever turned, the monopoly of the page was broken. In old Mainsy the shadows fall, whispering behind the wall. Cold lead letters in the press and distress,
Turning, winding through the word, striking truth that must be heard.
Ooh, printing out the lie, breaking down the ancient night. Firm and words now multiply, pricing what the tyrants Mother blade type upon the parchment sheet. Science is marching down the common street. Monopoly of knowledge fades away, heralding the dawn of a glorious day. Printing out the light, breaking down the ancient night. The best we
We counted their heads with stones until the earth demanded a longer memory.
Swaying reeds by the riverside, watching water and clay collide. Fingers stirred of shifting dust, in the names of the gods we trust. Carve it in the clay, words that time cannot wash away. Symbols rising from the mold, the first story that was ever told. Bronze points pressing deep into the mud, mounting laws written clearer than the blood. No more pebbles to scatter in the wind. This is where the recording will begin.
but lines remain right where the reed was laid. Oh, carved in the clay, words that time cannot wash away. Bound in stone. 13 years in the dust. The red banner tore, but the path remained. Walking through the blinding white, facing the mountains bitter by, the surd winds that choke the breath, stepping closer unto death. Broken boots upon the stone, far away from hand and home. Opening the wide, turning the darkness into day. Journeys through the desert away.
touched the stone, a tiny dot to define the endless void.
Dark night up on the temple floor, stars thinning out beyond the door, lines drawn to count the gold we keep before we sleep. One dot to name the empty space, holding the cosmos in its place. Finding the Shania, turning the nothing into opening gates of hidden power, greatest design of this very whole. Universal numbers falling to the line, multiplying strength by this new holy sign. Every account is chanted under the plane, sharpening the portrait for the world evolving. The kings will fall, the markets will decline, but this small dark will never pass away.